Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a minor, but made me a grinder. The trees broke down, but it's loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. I'm vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly. Worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather. Be weather, be tripping. Starting to look control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish Lucius. Why they still lying? They don't do this. Bad at board games. Whole world clueless. Selling their soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew fly, leg guy propellers. Humanity born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge the teller? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble. Depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. I'm proud of you, try. We get them high. Take them high. What I do, come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the. Wise grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple lies. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd Without Fear, got the homie, Carter presents. Welcome to the Blerd Cave, number 195, the number one comic book news stream on this or any other Earth in the multiverse. Which you can also find us on, we're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on Google. I believe we're on iHeartRadio. Did I say Amazon Music? I don't know if I said my memory is short. We're on Amazon Music. You can find us anywhere good podcast can and will be found. And on top of all that, if you are one of Earth's mightiest listeners, or if you want to become one of Earth's mightiest listeners, do us a favor. If you go listen to any of those other platforms, make sure you go... hook us up with a rating. Just a little something. You help us find more Earth's mightiest listeners like yourselves. We have a lot to talk about today, and we also have a little bit of a time crunch. So we are not going to be standing on too much ceremony today. I apologize. It just is what it is. But Carter has prior obligations he must attend to, so we are not going to hold this brother up. Speaking of, he has a public service announcement to make, and I'm going to turn the floor over to him.
So, first things first, this episode of the Blerd Cave, again, number 195, was brought to you in part by John Kent, who you will like, whether you want to or not. But I do have an announcement to make, just real quick. Any of you that have watched or listened to Ernie and myself, you all are going to have your opinions on things. We're going to have our opinions on things. But with that being said, in the surrounding Los Angeles area, the next one of you some bitches come up to me at a comic shop, at the mall, I don't care. The next one of you cucks that come up to me on some rah-rah shit because you mad at something Ernie said, I'm pepper spraying. I'm liable to just go for a good old fashioned let go of my purse Bobby Hill original and just kick you straight in the balls. Don't come up to me because you mad at some shit Ernie said and just feel like griefing real quick. Just feel like venting. Just feel like letting it out. That man's Twitter is Blerd-Fear. You can also join the lovely Blerd Without Fear Discord, and you can tell it all to him. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay? I already don't like the little celebrity that I do have, but when you all see me in comic shops, oh shit, Carter presents. I even let that shit slide. But people, if you are upset or irked by something the Blerd Without Fear has said at some point, talk to that motherfucker. Don't talk to me. Please. Please. This is the first and only time I'm going to say it. Please. If he done banned you in the chat, this, that, and third, yeah, I can get you back out. But if you come up to me with some extra shit, again, any problems you have with him, take them to him. If you come up to me with that shit and I just randomly scream out, let go of my purse, and all I got in my hand is my phone, you better look down because the Jordan blue ones are coming and they coming quick. Thank you, Ernie.
Thank you. I just, only thing I'm gonna say about it is I'll tell you all the same thing I told Carter. I was like, why did he just hit me up on Twitter or whatever? And I will say this, in defense of some people who may hit me up on Instagram, that is less on y'all, more on me, because I don't check Instagram. At least not my DMs. Instagram for me is for one thing, and one thing only.
He said it on here. Wow.
I'm just being real. It's for one thing and one thing only, and that's it. And I don't come to Instagram to talk to nobody. I don't come to Instagram to like nobody's photos or videos. I don't come to Instagram to talk to nobody at all in any capacity. I occasionally post stuff on IG just because sometimes I just happen to be there. It happens to be open. But no, hit me. Like, I am almost always on Twitter. There is the Discord. And yeah, those are the best places to reach me. Or you can email me. You won't get a response right away, I can promise you that, but because I don't check my email that regular. But that said, I did find it funny that when Carter told me about it, it kind of sounded like the person was trying to convince Carter to convince me to change my mind about something that I thought that was my opinion, not a fact, just an opinion. And it's like, and my, you know how that people do the Steven Crowder memes, like the change my mind.
Yeah.
Look, if I've made my mind up about something, unless you have evidence to prove that my opinion is in fact invalid, I'm not going to change my mind. I'm very well read. I do a lot of thought. I measure my words carefully. So if I say something, I've thought long and hard about it. I just want to put that out there. Go ahead, Carter.
Pause. All right, pause. I really don't like being a stereotype, and I really enjoy going to the comic shops here that I have gone to. Mm-hmm. But I really don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want white folks going to the police and then they looking around before they say that this urban individual laid hands on somebody in a comic shop and they don't understand why. So please, people, if you want to come up to me, say, hey, bare minimum. Hey, what was Ernie on this week? I'll take it. But when you come up to me with this rah-rah shit and then you get offended because my fists are balled up and you can clearly see I see red because I'm finna stomp you in the parking lot because you followed me to the parking lot to still tell me how mad you was about something the Blerd minus fear done said. Blerd without fear, realist for hire. I'm using every one of this motherfucker's aliases. If you are angry with him, keep it with him.
Please.
Because I promise God, Ernie knows who I'm talking about. They were in here like a few weeks ago. I'm not gonna say no names, nothing like that, because I want them to call them people. But just know, Mr. 247, oh my God, you was finna get hands laid on you. Just please, y'all. If y'all mad at something Ernie said, keep it with Ernie. Keep it with Ernie. Please.
I actually want to highlight something that nobody except me just said. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Because this honestly is something that could be, it's something that I actually could see myself doing. Just open a Patreon tier for people to pay to argue their points via voicemail, then just delete them and respond back, good point, not changing my opinion.
Like, dude, like a lot of you all that are in our chats that will listen to it on Spotify, iHeartRadio, all this good shit. Going to YouTube comments. You all may not agree with something Ernie said. You all will say it in the chat, and I'm talking to y'all. But you all know how to conduct yourselves with a little bit of common sense. It's you weirdos that go looking for motherfuckers in comic shops. I know Carter likes to frequent this one because of the thick girl at the register. I can talk to him about Blerd on some other shit. You can't talk to me about nothing.
Oh, but you let me go hit him with the. You know what? You just gave me an idea, Carter. Let's put that on the. Let's put that on the list of. We go to the book of Wakanda.
Oh God.
We go to the book of Wakanda. And it is the book of ideas. It is the book that shall never have its power stripped away.
That's and see, Jerome gets it. What are people going to learn? Don't run up on somebody with attitude and follow them to the parking lot. Attitude that ain't even for me.
Look, some dude was literally about to get 8 towns stomped
Dog,
by somebody he wasn't even mad at.
dog. When you go from the parking lot of the comic shop, to Taco Bell, bro. Like get away from me, bro. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, that is that's doing too much. Look, you know what the funny thing is about me as a person. I want to then we're gonna move on because I don't want to stay on this too long. I'm gonna tell you one thing about me as a person, and this will change the way you probably think about me forever, and I don't care. But when I have a problem with somebody, like another content creator, if I go watch one of their videos or I'm watching one of their streams and they say some like off the wall dumbass shit or just something I don't agree with, you know what I do? I start typing out a response, like a very detailed and thought out response. And sometimes I get so heated, it's like, oh man, I can't wait to let this motherfucker have it. I can't wait to let this motherfucker have it. And then I delete it and move on with my day because I honestly don't care.
Yeah.
I don't like, because I generally, it's going to sound very awful of me, but I generally do not concern myself with the negative perceptions of myself unless it's somebody close to me. Like, I would be more, like, if someone was like, yeah, man, fuck Blerd Without Fear, I wouldn't even be mad about it, but like, yeah, fuck them. I would be look, if someone came to me complaining about me, probably, yeah, that's probably right, and then I would move on with my day because I just don't care. Unless you're my mama, my wife, my child, whether it's the young one or the older one. Generally, I'm not gonna really put too much heart into it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let it weigh on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this and let this be the end of it. Mr. Wright, you are incorrect, sir. They were not about to catch one of Carter's variants. No, they were gonna get me. They were gonna get 100% real deal Holyfield with the lean mean grilling machine. They were gonna get me. They weren't getting a variant. They were gonna get all of me. Because contrary to what y'all may think, even though I'm in California, y'all got to remember I'm still from Memphis. Don't play with me, people.
There you go. I'm
a Sagittarius from Memphis. I am a sociopath. Don't play with me, dog. Don't play with me.
I can confirm this because so am I.
Like, bruh, if you can't keep it cordial, leave me alone, bruh.
Oh, Sir G said the one thing I will say, I'm jealous you got parking in Cali near your comic shop because I'm in NYC. That's non-existent here. So
when I say parking, I just mean on the curb away from the fire extinguisher across the street. That's what I mean when I say parking. Ain't no goddamn parking in California, bro.
Look, hey, I'm just saying. Raven Antoinette said that's so me because I don't give a fuck about a stranger and their opinion. See, there you go. Y'all know what time it is. I mean, like I said, it's one of those things. Like, yeah, if someone has legit beef with me, I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, I'm not gonna say that like I'm not gonna listen, but don't like expect me to just be like, I'm gonna change my entire worldview just because you said something to me. Like, no, I mean, it's like literally everything I say is an opinion, unless I say it's a fact. What's up?
One thing I completely forgot about the stupidest fucking part that I didn't even tell you when I called you.
Oh, okay.
He clearly saw like I'm heated. If I didn't walked away from my car because I'm trying to get you to get the hint and walk to Taco Bell up the street and you still right there. He just froze for a minute and looked and was like, because he's like my fist balled up. I'm ready to just slam this dude. And whoa, Carter, hey man, you all right, bro? Like I'm just saying, bro. Like I don't know what the problem is with Blerd. I ain't got no problem with you, bro. Like you calm down, dog. It ain't that serious. You just followed me up the fucking street, mad at him.
Apparently, it is that serious.
It ain't that,
well, no, I'm gonna be real. The reason why, and like I said, I'm not gonna point too much to it, but but just I will say this. The reason why, by the way, Thank you, Queen. My lovely wife. Thank you very much. But yeah, no, the reason why I personally thought it was funny is because they were basically complaining about me in the chat. Like, they were complaining about me in the chat. And I felt like, well, if you're mad at me, you seem to not really like me. Why are you here watching my show? Like, it seems like your problem is clearly with me. So I was like, let me help you divorce yourself from the situation. And I banned him, left it at that. I felt I was doing them a favor because, I mean, I don't know about y'all. I don't hate watch. I'm not one of those people who goes out of his way to watch people he doesn't like. I'm not one of those people. I think that's very unhealthy. I think it's very unhealthy behavior. So I was like, yeah, here, go ahead. Up out of here. I mean, you can still watch. You just don't have to worry about saying anything. There you go.
Geronimo Smith, you gonna put some respect on me, dog. Man said I had on some mids with your bows on. You gonna put some respect on me, dog. Don't you ever say some ass shit like that. Don't you ever say some disrespectful shit like that again. And no to everyone in the chat saying, was I wearing black forces? No, because I am older. And again, this goes back to that common sense thing. Because Air Force Ones are uncomfortable as fuck. So no.
And what Banky Oshi said, why follow people you don't like? Because I don't. Yeah. If I don't like you, I don't follow you. I just don't. Honestly, if I don't like you, your ass might be blocked. So I don't have to see you because it's unhealthy behavior. It's unhealthy. But anyway, you know what? Like I said, we got a lot to talk about. So we're going to do that. Yeah, let's move on. We have things to talk about. Eve L. Ewing's Black Panther.
Yeah.
Whose power and status in Wakanda has been stripped away during the John Ridley run of the Black Panther series. Sorry, anyway, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna use my real voice here for this. No, in all seriousness, we knew this was coming. John Ridley's run on Black Panther, for better or worse, however you feel about it, is ending with the upcoming issue number 15. Now, one thing I do want to say about this, and this is why I say, because remember, Carter, we always joke about this, but we always talk about the monkey's paw.
Yeah.
The monkey's paw. Don't wish on the monkey's paw, because you might get what you want, but not the way that you want it. So, that said, everyone that I have seen that has not been a fan of the John Ridley Black Panther run, the key thing I keep saying is, man, get him off the book, man. Get somebody else on it. He's ruining T'Challa. Well, you now have a new writer. John Ridley is leaving the book. He's moving on to greener pastures. Likely the pastures of New York City and I Am Batman, because he is having infinitely more fun writing that than this. What's that?
I disagree with that. I don't think he's having more fun with Batman. I just think more people don't pay that book no mind as opposed to Black Panther.
well, no, you're probably right. I tell you what, let me clarify. I think he's having more fun with I Am Batman just because no one's really clowning him for I Am Batman the way they're trying to clown him for Black. Like, he would probably, I feel like John Ridley would have more fun discussing his I Am Batman book than talking to, kind of like the situation we were just talking about, like somebody following him out the comic book shop to the parking lot so they can rant and rave at him about his Black Panther run. It's one of those things. I think every writer encounters that kind of thing. Because I remember Reggie Hudlin saying the same thing, that people were like, oh, the book would be so much better if you did this, and then he gave him the thing and they still complained. And they were like, oh, it's awful. Well, it was your idea. So what? your ideas are awful too. There you go. That's the result. But no, Eve Ewing is going to be taking over the book this coming June. Is when the new Black Panther #1 is going to release. It's going to be Eve Ewing and Chris Allen, if I'm not mistaken. What I find funny about this, and why I am so interested to see how people are going to respond to this book. I remember when we first talked about this, Eve Ewing said that, yeah, she was going to be going in a whole other direction than the John Ridley run. So a lot of people took that as, see, she knows, she gets it, she knows it was some bullshit too, and she gonna just ignore everything that man wrote and just move on and write T'Challa the way that we want him to be wrote. But that's not what she's doing. She's actually maintaining the status quo that T'Challa is exiled, that he is no longer king of Wakanda, and that most of his personal relationships might, we don't know this is confirmed, but might still be in the gutter. But we got the first plot synopsis from her run, her upcoming run, on Black Panther. And not only that, we also got a first look at the cover for said issue of Black Panther. I'm going to pull it up right here while we take a look at this. It says, "Banished from the throne and a fugitive in his own homelands, T'Challa still can't leave Wakanda without its sworn protector. A king without a crown, he finds his new purpose lurking the streets and shadows of the Wakandan city that bears his father's name."
Now, if a white man did that, you would drag that motherfucker in the street.
Hey, look, I can do it. The only thing missing is the great Fago that I could pour down somebody's mouth, turn them into the Black Panther. Don't play with me, Carter. Don't play with me.
If Pete Davidson did that right now, boy, you'd be grabbing pistols from Walmart. Stop playing.
I mean, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Look, if somebody white did it, yeah, of course I'd be heated. But it's me. It's me. I can do that. but no, the city that bears his father's name, burning T'Chaka. New direction, new villains, new creative team. Get in on the ground floor of Marvel's next smash hit. Get a first look at the revamped design for T'Challa now. And then, moving on, we've also got, and I want to point something out here. First and foremost, I want to point something out here. And this is something I'm excited about. I think, Carter, you could find something to be excited about here as well. Mm-hmm. Based on the solicits and the solicit alone, I think we can take away that I got my wish. I wished on the monkey's paw. Just like you guys did, but not for the same reasons. I didn't wish that John Ridley be replaced. I actually don't really have but maybe one problem with his run, and I've said it multiple times. And it's not the quality of the story. But I did wish that when he left the title, that someone like Eve L. Ewing would take it up. And I also wished that if she were to take it up and go in her own direction, that she, and I actually wish that Amazon was on point today, because it's a book that is coming in the mail to me right now. Some of you may or may not know this about me, but my favorite Black Panther run, while I am a huge fan of the first gospel of Wakanda, Book of T'Challa, was it Ta-Nehisi Coates, verse 1, chapter 3, the Book of Coates. While I am a huge fan of that book, it's actually not my favorite, my all-time favorite Black Panther run.
Yeah.
And it's a good run. Fantastic run. That you can't take that away from it. My favorite run of Black Panther, though, is The Man Without Fear.
Gotcha.
And I think I talked about this in my previous video for it. I actually said out loud, I was like, I would love to see something like this where Black Panther is down to street level, where he's just doing street level stuff, low tech, and just going off the basically he just like M'Baku said.
Yeah.
No special suit, no special powers, just hands. That's what I want to see. I mean, he's still gonna have the suit and stuff, but it's not gonna be the same. It's not the same suit as what we're used to. And I'm gonna pull it up here.
Did you get Man Without Fear on Comixology? That's all right.
Yes.
Okay.
I had it before that, though. But I did get it on Comixology.
Gotcha.
Just because. But this is the new Black Panther. It's still T'Challa. But he is operating in secret, in shadow, working the streets of burning T'Chaka, which I don't think we've ever seen before. I don't think we've actually seen that city before in Wakanda. But this suit, it's not exactly the same, but you get the vibes.
Not exactly stealth, which I thought was the whole purpose of Black Panther.
It's like this. I mean, to be fair, and I often tell people this, and no one wants to believe me. But if you ever want to be sneaky, black is the last thing you should be wearing. Honestly, his suit should be like. I mean, technically, I guess it is kind of bluish, but like this is more like the shadow stuff. But you should actually use like dark blue or grays because black sticks out like a motherfucker at night. You can actually go look this up. Ninjas back in the old feudal Japan days did not wear all black like we see in Hollywood. And even in some Japanese movies, they wore other colors because you want to be sneaky. Actually, half the time they didn't even wear ninja masks. They actually dressed like normal, regular-ass people.
Yeah. Okay. Did not know that.
Because that's the point of not being seen. Most people don't ever think about that, but no, I like the design. I like the fact that he's gonna be doing what he does, but he's doing it on what would be considered the street level for Wakanda, and I'm in for that. That's me. I don't know. What do you think, Carter?
I mean, it could be interesting. I think even though Eva Ewing is continuing what John really did, I think it says a lot. It seems to your boy that John really shit was so nasty. Let me just go back to this. Now, I have not read John Ridley's stuff, so I don't know for sure. I'm still trying to catch up with Colt's run, and I need to finish the Man Without Fear stuff. And someone asked in the chat how long it was. It was Black Panther 513 to 523. That was the Man Without Fear stuff, just for that person in the chat. I can't find no more. But yeah, it almost looks like, okay, I'm gonna have to continue what Ridley did, but don't think my stuff is gonna be like Ridley stuff. I'm gonna go back to this. Like, but I mean, that was the first thing that popped into my head. That's the first thing that popped in my head, because when I saw it on Twitter and then you told me about it, I was just like, damn, he going back to Man Without Fear? Shit, like, how bad did Ridley mess up that run that we finna just bring him back to the ghetto? Like, Jesus.
Look, the ghettos of Wakanda.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I don't have a problem with this. Like I said, I can't speak on the John Ridley stuff because I didn't read it. I read the I Am Batman stuff just because I was in the bathroom and didn't want to go back to work. But I think I'd have to read more stuff from Eva Ewing because I think you'd have to tell me what she's written that I may have read, just so I could get an idea.
She wrote. Okay, so she wrote.
Because she did Spectrum, right?
She's doing Spectrum currently.
Yeah.
Which is about to wrap up in 2 more issues. She also did one of my favorite books, Riri Williams' Ironheart.
Okay.
Which is really good. It's a very good book. And if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong here, I do seem to remember. Did you ever read the Champions Outlawed one shot? The one where it was the one where the kids had messed up.
Is that the one where Miss Marvel fucked up and they had the whole thing with her? Okay,
Well,
yeah.
no, it wasn't her that fucked up. It was it was Power Man who fucked up.
Gotcha.
But they named the law after her because she got trapped under a building and put in a coma.
Gotcha.
But like when it happened, she wasn't in her costume. So it wasn't like anyone knew she was Miss Marvel. Like she just was a normal, regular person to everybody else who got hurt because of something the Champions did.
Okay.
That was that was what that was.
So yeah, I've read. So that just confirms I've read some of her stuff, and I enjoyed what I've read. It's gonna take me a lot. I wish they would put her first name. I hope they keep her first name on these books, because if I see Ewing, I'm gonna think Al Ewing. I'm gonna get really excited, but I don't want to get disappointed. So
I think she's a good. Did you read any? You haven't read any of her Monica Rambeau yet, have you?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, like her, like if you read her Monica Rambeau, that can be an indicator of her style. She tends to write things from a voice that to me comes off as very authentic. Like her Monica Rambeau sounds like what I would expect. Like if I were to imagine what Monica Rambeau would talk like, just like was the canon way of speaking for Monica Rambeau, that's the way I'd be like, yep, that's how I feel she should talk from here on out.
Yeah, Perfect Entropy just hit the nail on the head for me. The only part I enjoyed from the John Ridley run was the covers by Alex Ross. Glad Evil Ewing is taking the stride, and that's my problem, because every time I would hear from several people, whether it be in our chat, whether it be on Twitter, that the John Ridley run was butt cheeks, I didn't want to believe it, because the covers were so nice.
Yeah. Oh no, I love the covers.
Bro, let's be low down. These beautiful covers from Alex Ross, and then it's doo-doo butter when you open the book. I did not want to believe that. So, from what I've read of Evil Ewing, I'm interested in seeing how she takes a swing at Black Panther. Don't really have anything to speak about when it comes to John, really, because again, for the umpteenth time, I ain't read it.
Well, and one of the things that I think honestly the biggest issue I think a lot of people tend to have with it is that he had, like, a lot of people don't like the way that T'Challa's written, because basically he's written to come off as like kind of a piece of shit. Not even kind of, a whole piece of shit. Which I don't care. I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But that said, that is going to be the upcoming new Black Panther that's going to be dropping in June. And honestly, I think we'll probably see some throwbacks to some things from Ta-Nehisi Coates, because I think there was an interview she did with the NBC Today show where she basically cited Ta-Nehisi Coates as the reason why she even got into comics in the first place. And talking about how much she loved his run. So we very and typically when people say stuff like that, it's kind of like we were joking about, or talking about rather, with Sins of Sinister, how there are so many callbacks to Mike Carey's run on X-Men, which basically just lets you know Kieran Gillen was really filling that book to want to follow that up. So you might, I'm not saying you will see any follow-ups from Coates' run, but I think we'll definitely see some follow-ups from it at some point, and who knows. But that said, let's look at some super. I can't talk. Super chats real quick.
Super chats, yeah.
We got one with a 1999 super chat. Says Carter needs hazard pay for this BS. It's true. I agree. I agree.
I just need adults to have sense. That's all. That's all.
That too. Let's see. We got another one here from Ed Boy in the Cup with the $5 super chat. Says, my thing is, people are praising the Eve L. Ewing premise, but you wouldn't have that premise without what Ridley has done. That is true. You would not have that premise.
Is that a fair argument? Because
no, it is. It is. It
okay.
is 100%. Because
well,
okay.
not a. Well, I wouldn't say fair argument. That's the wrong word. But I'm just saying, like, when you say something like that, you wouldn't have that premise without what Ridley has done.
Well, yeah, because Black Panther, the position that he's in right now, is 100% what John Ridley did.
Oh no! I get that part, but it just I don't know. It to me that it's more so like. So if he wasn't this bad, Eve L. Ewing wouldn't have went this route. That's what I kind of thought about for a second.
I mean, no, that is kind of the truth, though, because, okay. I'll put it like this. If Eve L. Ewing just came into the book cold, let's take the John Ridley run out of the equation altogether. Let's take the John Ridley run out of the equation. Let's say she was following up Coates. And she just came in and said, yep, he's been exiled from Wakanda. He's working street level now after becoming the king of both Wakanda and the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. People would be upset. People would be hollering. They would be already calling for her to be removed from the book before the first issue even came out. Because it would be just, remember how people talk so bad about Donny Cates and Hulk?
Yeah.
Man, y'all just ignored everything that happened with Immortal Hulk. That's the argument people would make with Black Panther if we took the John Ridley run out of it and put it where her coming in was just straight up. She just said, yeah, I know Ta-Nehisi Coates made him the king of both Wakanda and the Intergalactic Empire, but yeah, fuck all that. Yeah, he broke. He broke now. He ain't got no money. And you know what else? He ain't even got the suits no more. He had to come up with a new suit, low tech, and you know what else? Don't nobody like him either. Storm said, "Get the fuck on up out of here. I don't even like your little ugly flat scan ass no more." And you know what? Yeah, Shuri like, you alright. I don't really mess with you like that no more, but you my brother. I guess I still fuck with you a little bit. And then all these other like, yeah, dude, get the no.
I like what Worthy Ice said. I think you can like the premise, but not like how we got there.
Yeah, you can. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, you can. That is perfectly fine. But I still find it funny, just like that boy in the cut does. Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
Joel C with the $5 super chat says, "I'm donate to you super chat just to say how much I hate you, Carter." Just kidding.
Fuck what I did.
He's like, what? He's like, dude, Carter out here catching shrapnel for no reason.
Real.
We got one from Legion with the 499 says, so do we technically have a symbiote in the MCU when Eddie dropped a piece of it when he got sent back to his universe? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. They just haven't addressed it yet, though. It's funny you bring that up because I think Tom Hardy just literally announced that Venom 3 went into production. So, so there you go. You might get that.
I did see that.
Look, Gokon Sure's baby's father says Storm hairline got pulled back for your wish. Shakes my head, monkey paw.
We were just talking about that before the show started.
and you know what? It's funny. Thank you for keeping us on track, Gokon, because that's actually what we're about to talk about next. Or one of the things we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about a lot of Brian Hitch here in a minute. We also got one here, another one from Legion with the 499 says, Blerd and Carter, are you gonna play or get Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League when it comes out? That is actually something we are gonna talk about in a little bit. But I am gonna get it. I can't speak for Carter. Carter seems very uninterested.
No, I haven't watched the State of Play. I was working.
Okay, gotcha.
So I haven't. Only thing I've seen was the Resident Evil 4 remake stuff. I haven't seen anything else.
Got you.
But I heard there was footage for Suicide Squad, so I'd have to look.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that is fair. That's fair. We are going to talk about it here in a little bit. So
Brian Hitch is the Dinkelberg of comics.
Yes, he is. Goddamn. Why?
Oh man.
So yeah. On that note, as it turns out, we learned. Oh my god! I just saw something. It just about almost took me out. It almost took me out. Which Dr. Sun, you ain't shit. I just saw it on my Twitter.
Oh god.
Oh god damn! I'm dead. Anyway, so for those that do not know, Jonathan Hickman is back, baby. He's back and better than ever. He is coming back to write the next big Marvel Comics event. It's gonna be Jonathan Hickman and Brian Dinkelberg Hitch. Oh, and they are going to be celebrating the transformation of the Marvel Universe come this June with the Ultimate Invasion. So, for those that don't know what this is, Ultimate Invasion is going to be a comic crossover event that seemingly is bringing back the Ultimate Marvel Universe, Earth 1610. It's crazy, but it's not without its problems. Because for one, you know what that means, since Brian Hitch is on the goddamn book.
And I guess they're bringing him back because he did the Ultimates.
Yeah, he did the Ultimates. Yes,
I can understand the consistency. I can understand why you would do it, but at the same time, all right. This is what I'll say about the Brian Hitch stuff, because this is the first thought when I saw this announcement. It would be funny if we actually got him on the cave, and I feel like you would say it more than I would say it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we would get him on the cave, man. We're really happy to have you on, Mr. Hitch. What you got against these people hairlines, man? I just I don't know. I just feel like that would happen and I would lose it.
Look, wait a minute. Look at Hulk's hairline. Why? Why y'all do Ultimate Hulk like that? Why y'all do Ultimate Hulk like this? What'd he do? What did he do? I mean, he did do some things, but I mean, y'all ain't got to do him. Y'all ain't got to, hold up, And I ain't even done. Here, wait a minute. Let's go down here. Why y'all do Hawkeye like this? Why y'all do Hawkeye like this?
What's your problem with people hairline? What's your problem with hairline, dog?
Bruh, why his hairline start at the top of his head?
Is he 42? Are they old?
Right? I'm just saying, like, bro, why y'all do Clint like this?
I thought the whole thing about comic books was trying to somewhat keep them on the younger side of things. Are they old?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think anyone in this book is safe. Cause look here, I'm gonna pull one up, and this might fuck y'all head up a little bit. Somebody actually had to point this out to me. Reed Richards got a whole 5-head. Look at him. Look at Reed Richards. His ain't as bad as Hulk's, but goddamn.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the better looking one I've seen so far.
Look, dude, look at all this 5-head up here. But no, that ain't the one. Look here in the back. Brian Hitch said, "Well, Charles ain't got a hairline for me to fuck up, but I'll fuck up his helmet."
What the fuck is he doing there? It's just supposed to be the Ultimate.
Look, wait a minute. Well, no, it's so what's going on here?
Okay.
Hey, here, let me zoom us back out. So what's happening here is so basically the Ultimate Universe is apparently, I don't think it's an incursion, but it kind of seems like either the Maker is, because Maker's kind of front and center here, or front and to the right. But the Maker has been trying to get back into the Ultimate Universe. He's been he figured out during the Kate's run that you could travel to the Ultimate Universe using the Ultimate Venom symbiote, which somehow was still hanging around.
If I say, which didn't make sense, because didn't Galactus eat it?
Man, look, maybe he shit it out somewhere. I don't know.
Didn't it get destroyed, and that's why Secret Wars and Battle World happened, because it was gone.
That was the point.
Because Samuel L. Jackson and Nick Fury Colored Edition was going at it because of Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
This is confusing. Y'all should have just let Donny Cates make sense of this mess.
Yes.
With Stegman on art, because Hickman, I think Hickman will probably do what Donny Cates would have done.
Mm-hmm.
But Hitch?
No, Hitch ain't it.
Like I said, I understand why you did it, because the Ultimates and all that good shit. But at the same time, sometimes you gotta let the past go. That's why you have Nas doing albums, but he got new producers with him. He didn't get them old producers from Illmatic and them. No, he got some new producers, and now we got all the King's Disease and all those, and they A1. They're really good because he came with the times and got somebody with the. Brian Hitch, what's your problem with the hairline? If y'all want to clip this, Brian Hitch, what's your problem with hairlines, man?
Actually, I think I know what it is. Right here.
What the hell is that? I had to maximize my screen.
This is Brian Hitch, sir. Wait, so, the movie blog said all artists unintentionally draw a bit of themselves in their art. Now we know why. That's Brian Hitch. He's like, well, fuck it. My hairline all the way back here, so theirs will be two.
Let's move on.
But no, basically, for those that have not been keeping up, the Ultimate Marvel Universe, or otherwise Earth 1610, was destroyed, as Carter just mentioned, in Secret Wars #1 back in 2015. That was almost 20 years ago.
Was it?
Or no, not 2010. 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
Oh boy,
no. I'm thinking about when the Ultimates came out. I'm thinking about when the Ultimates and shit came out. That was 20 years. That's why they're actually doing this. It's actually been over 20 years since the Ultimates. But the funny thing about this is that they killed off the universe, right? The only two things, as far as we knew up until not that long ago, were that the Maker and Miles Morales were like the sole survivors of the Ultimate Universe. And then we later learned the Ultimate Venom symbiote was also a survivor of the Ultimate Universe. And then we got to like Brian Michael Bendis's Spider-Man.
I was gonna say, would you count Miles's parents and Uncle Aaron? Because Uncle Aaron came back and.
Well, I thought that was more a result of him just going to the Earth 616 universe.
Oh, okay.
I know because the way they did was like everybody's memories and everything were supposed to be like retooled so that they would just so the Maker and Miles could just slip right back in there.
Gotcha.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've read Secret Wars in its entirety, so I could be wrong. But says, going from there, Brian Michael Bendis was in 2017, Spider-Man 2. It seemed like the Ultimate Universe was alive and well. Because I think by the time you get to the end of Spider-Man 2, the Earth 616, Miles, doesn't he go back to the Ultimate Marvel Universe, or he goes somewhere where the Ultimates are there, clearly. And then in Donny Cates' Venom, we saw that the Ultimate Marvel Universe was like a burning dumpster fire. So I don't know. All I can say is this. What I know is here. Let's put this over here. What I know is I remember the I feel like there were two different things going on with the Ultimate Marvel universe with Marvel, and no one really knew what they were going to do with it. And now apparently they do. I'm not gonna lie, I was not the hugest fan of the Ultimate Marvel universe, Carter. I don't know if you and I have ever talked about this before.
We have not.
What were your thoughts on Ultimate Marvel?
It was something I read on lunch breaks because Barnes and Noble was right next door.
That's fair. I know, and I'm not trying to I know there's a lot of, I know the Ultimate Marvel Universe has its fans. I was not a huge fan of it. The only thing about the Ultimate Marvel Universe that I liked was Spider-Man.
You and everybody else on the planet.
Spider-Man was the only book that was consistent. Everything else was some child.
I can't remember anything from the Ultimate Universe like that. I did read some Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm talking Peter Parker before Miles. I've read Ultimate Comics Avengers just because I thought the team was interesting.
I like the Ultimates at first, but then
Ultimates... No, not the Ultimates.
Yeah.
Not the
Ultimates. You're talking about Ultimate Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Ultimates I never read. It's actually funny we're talking about this. I was recently watching a comic pop video where they were talking about Ultimates 1 and 2. I don't want to read them after watching that video. But I saw Millar's name on the Ultimates and immediately got turned off because back then it was Kick-Ass and Wanted, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm good.
No, I don't want to.
I'm good. So, but
was Old Man Logan out by that point?
Like that.
Was Old Man Logan out by that point?
Yeah. When I saw this stuff, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But even that was just like, Hulk Bruce breaking off Jen.
I'm good.
So, like, even still, I was just like, yeah, I'm good. But yeah, I'm wondering what this story is going to be about because the one person that we saw do a lot of the heavy lifting with this was Donny Cates, and Donny Cates, I guess, is on sabbatical, just trying to get stuff straight on his end. So, like I said, I don't think Hickman has done a lot, or he has done Ultimate Universe stuff because he did Ultimate Hawkeye. Yeah. I never read it because I thought the hardcover of him looked all ugly. That's very petty as a reason to not read some, but I thought the cover was ugly, so I ain't fucking read it. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing what the maker's gonna do. Honestly,
yeah. That's the takeaway, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And also, I guess, what's the over under on how long Hickman is on this before he just ultimately leaves it?
Can I ask you a question?
Go
ahead, ask you a different question because I don't know. Comic Book Herald is looking forward to this. Okay. What would you rather have?
Dave likes he likes the Ultimate Universe. I'm not a fan.
Okay. I'll ask you this. What would you rather have? Fucked up hairlines or no feet?
Ooh.
Which one would you rather have? Would you rather have the Liefeld side of things? Or would you rather have the hit side of things?
Man, look, this is the ultimate catch-22. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I would rather. I already got a fucked up hairline, so
we don't know that you bald. It's non-existent.
That is true. So you know what? I'd rather keep my feet. I'd rather keep my feet. I can shave my head. Look, I'm one of those people. Like when I see people with fucked up hairlines, I'm like, man, go ahead and just shave that off, pimping. Go ahead and shave that off. You ain't got to be out here looking like Bobby Womack. Look, got your hairline out here singing, "If you think you're lonely now."
That boy said, "No feet. At least I will look sharp."
Hey, look, you can hobble to some.
Danger.
Look, you can hobble to some cheeks. Oh, goddamn. We're not done talking about Brian Hitch, though, Carter.
Okay.
Because we've also got Contest of Chaos, which is a thing. So
we bring it back Contest of Champions?
in a roundabout way.
Okay.
In a roundabout way. This is one of the here, let me zoom out a little bit.
Okay. When I first saw this,
Mm-hmm.
I think you may have tweeted it, or maybe
Yeah.
it was Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was some kind of board game.
I did too. At first. I thought this was like their new like Marvel tabletop thing, but no, it's not.
That's
the case.
exactly what I thought when I saw this, so I kept it moving.
No, this is a Contest of Chaos, which is it's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah, it's definitely something that's happening. Is what it is. But for those who don't know, this is another summer event. Now this one is not. I don't. And I guess let's go back to the previous thing with Hickman. This had the Ultimate Invasion has nothing to do with what was announced at San Diego Comic-Con last year that he was supposed to be doing with Valerio Schiti. Has nothing to do with it. Now, the other thing of note is that the concepts of order and chaos that were present in Jonathan Hickman's announcement for what he and Valerio Schiti were doing kind of seem to be in this. But at this particular point, and I want to make sure that I'm not speaking out of turn here, I don't think we even know who's writing this shit. All we know is that Brian Hitch provided the promotional art for it. And you can tell that he provided the promotional art for it if you look no further than Storm. Oh, God. Okay. Look, T'Challa looking like, damn, girl, you know what? I'm kind of glad we broke up. First off, I got to point out something here. I get it. She's supposed to have like the whole mohawk thing going on, like the big mohawk like she's been rocking lately. But here's my thing. Why she got all this up here?
Dog.
Why is she a bald-headed demon?
If my phone was not over there charging, I was good. Honestly, I was about to get up and grab my phone and just hop on Twitter. Brian Hitch, what's your problem, man?
like, bro, what are you doing?
What's your problem, bro?
Look, wait a minute. I saw somebody say like here. I gotta call the Watcher.
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
I have to know. I have to know.
Like, does that not look like he just drew her bald and then just drag and drop that shit right there?
That's what it looks like. That is precisely what it looks like. Gave her the pony hawk. Like smoke coming off her head. Look, she the new Ghost Rider, y'all.
Oh my goodness!
She the new Ghost Rider.
There are a lot of writers, and the thing with Brian Hitch that I always confuse, he always gets these big books. Ultimate Invasion, the Ultimate Universe coming back to invade the main Marvel stuff. That's a big book. He had a fucking he had a Justice League book at DC at one point that he was drawing everything. What is we giving certain, bro? Why? Just why? There are so many. Him, Greg Land. Like, why do y'all get this big? What?
I don't know. But here, look. This is the one. Look, like Storm, and I guess because Brian Hitch was like, you know what? I always be fucking up dudes' hairlines. He's like, no, let me get these women too, because he didn't just get Storm. He got Captain Marvel too. Look at.
It's looking like he is drawing them bald, and he has a setup kind of like your setup where you can just click a folder and just look for some shit, and then he just found that her and just left click, drag, boom, right over here. That's what that looks like, bro.
Well,
That's what that looks like.
Look, Carol looked like me and Carter joked about this earlier, but like some of y'all might remember one of those videos that went viral ways back some years ago, I think, where there was this black woman that was on a roller coaster. She was screaming and hollering, and her wig was starting to come off and flew off her head. That looked like what's about to happen to Carol. Looked like Carol's whole wig about to just come right off.
Like that looks like he went in action hair folder number 6, got that up out of there, and then just put it on Captain Marvel, bro. What Brian Hitch? What's your problem, man?
He's like what who hurt you? Who hurt you? Look, is this his supervillain origin story? Is this a supervillain origin story?
I don't know what this is, but he is someone who their art has always looked the same. They have not gotten better. They have not gotten worse. I remember when I was on Ryan Stegman's stream with the Supple Boys, he shows like some of the art he does now, but then he can actually pinpoint and go back to when he did Uncanny Avengers, and he was just lighting that cover up that he did and just talking about all the problems, and then you see the problems, but then you fast forward to him now and he's gotten extremely better. Bruh, no.
Look, I just want to I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'll never forgive him. I will never forgive him for this. Why? Listen, wow, started from the bottom, now we here. I mean, look.
Wait. Because you don't like it doesn't mean everybody doesn't like it. Dumb fool! What are you?
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Is this a Brian Hitch Stan account? Is it Brian Hitch incognito? Man, leave Brian Hitch alone, says Brian Hitch from a sock puppet account. I'm joking. I don't care.
You talking about Reginald. Seattle KO said that's the guy from Girlfriends. Wasn't his name Reggie or something?
Yeah, Girlfriends.
I know exactly the dude he talking about. Dude that was trying to knock off Tracy Ellis Ross. Seattle KO, you are low down.
Look, hold on, wait a minute. Look, as soon as you see the hairline, be like, Girlfriends. This hairline was produced by Kelsey Grammer. Oh God, no. Go Shirts Baby's father with a $5 super chat says, I'll say this. Hickman, please keep Ultimate Wolverine and his kids, Wanda and Quicksilver, dead. Oh, and racist Hawkeye. And keep Miles in 616. I don't think we got to worry about Miles going nowhere. But yeah, I don't feel the least bit interested in any of that other shit.
You know the one thing you never that was his name, William. Thank you, Mr. Wright.
William,
but
okay.
The one thing you never told me about Ultimate Hank Pym, because everyone always constantly brings up he beat his wife and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But after watching the little comic pop stuff, it got way worse.
Yeah.
But then they both did. It was just an abusive, toxic fucking relationship where somebody like made a comment because they went to look for Hank Pym to get him some comeuppance, and Wanda said something, and they were like, "Wait," basically in a roundabout way said, "Did he whoop your ass?" And she was just like, "You need to mind your business."
Well, I just thought it was funny when he pulled out the can of Raid. I just thought it was funny when he pulled out the can of Raid.
I never knew that. And when that panel came up, I said, oh my God.
Oh, bro.
And then he put the helmet on and sicked the ants on her.
Yep. And then Captain America came and beat his ass.
I didn't get that far in the video, but like,
oh goddamn. Yeah,
but
for those who don't remember, yeah, that was
Well, let's keep it on point. Let's keep it on point. That was just one thing you never told me. I did, bro. He put Ray on his wife, bro.
He did. He really did. He pulled the raid out and laid her down. But yeah, so we got one here. This is from the Jiggernaut with the $5 super chat. Says, if y'all don't get them likes up, Hitch is coming to your house to give you a haircut. Man, y'all do not want that. Please get them likes up. LP3 with the with the $10 says storm out here with the Supreme Kai line.
Bro, that's a foul threat to give somebody.
Bruh.
You don't act right. I'm gonna have Brian Hitch come shake you up. That's a foul. Herbert Scott said, "My bad, I skipped you, Brian Hitch."
Right.
Look up, y'all just YouTube Barbershop. I think it was the Barbershop 2 when Keenan went to go do the guy head. Nah, bro, I'm gonna shape you up. Yeah. Oh my god. Ooh, you know Brian Hitch clippers be biting. Oh my god. You know Brian Hitch clippers be biting, boy. Brian Hitch, what's your problem, man? What's your problem, man?
Oh, we're crying laughing.
Boy.
Oh God.
Oh boy. Oh God, you know Brian Hitch clippers be biting.
And then Lil would be like, this man cut a plug in my head.
That boy go to get behind your ear. It's over with. Death is coming. Boy, as soon as he try to get behind your ear, nigga, it is over with.
Oh
Gone.
God. Oh God, my stomach hurt.
They're gonna do that solid snake scream. Then have the GTA daddy come up on screen. As soon as he try to get behind your ear.
Look, Brian Hitch type motherfucker when he roll up on you, he do that that Shinakuma with the knee, like teleport you, and all you see is and you come up and you look like motherfucker look like somebody just took a fucking blender to your shit.
The
took
lights
a weed
go
whacker.
out. You hear the lights go out? Lights come back on. Hey man, what the hell? He just got his back to you like a coma.
Yeah.
You got his back to you.
Oh my gosh. Look, no, you know what he do?
Keep Brian Hitch and his clippers away from me, dog.
Bruh. Why
Your ear getting lit up.
Look, why is it that Brian Hitch be coming at you with the clippers like he motherfucking Joe Star? like motherfucking JoJo, like like just hitting your ass with the clippers and fucking your shit up. Sweet said, snake. That's your hairline when he get done with you. Look, man, if you ever sit in the barber chair and you see Brian Hitch walk up with a pair of clippers, that's what you go hear. That's what your hairline go hear, that Undertaker gong. Remember how folks used to get scared when they hear that gong back in the day? When you be watching wrestling and like motherfuckers be out in the ring wilding out and they're like, yeah man, fuck the Undertaker, he ain't shit. Yeah, I wish he would come down here. And then all of a sudden, that's how you gonna be in the chair when you see him walk out with them clippers. Your hairline is going 1-on-1 with Brian Hitch.
It ain't even about hairline anymore, because you know when he put that alcohol in his hand and he rub your head, destruction. That's all.
Look, he just be moving your head around.
No, it ain't even that. As soon as you see him do this with his hand, destruction. I'm just saying, destruction. You know your whole head finna be on fire.
Look, no, you know what the best of part is? Like when he start putting alcohol on your head.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look, he gonna be like, you gonna hear that? You gonna hear that? You ain't gonna hear the gong no more. You gonna hear that big evil era.
Man,
You hear that? You done it now.
man. You ain't never flinched from alcohol before in your life, but after that Brian Hitch cut, shit.
Bro.
Hey, hold on. Hold on. You doing this shit here. Hold on.
Goddamn, bro.
Hold on.
It's like, hey man, why you fucking my shit up? Lost Doctor 312 with the $2 super chat says, "What's up, Blerd Cave? My Saturday is now complete. Welcome to the show, pimpin'. Welcome to the show." Ooh, that's my homie right there, y'all. Go show him some love. We got Birdtown. What were you about to say?
No, I was gonna say you got Birdtown Music Group.
Oh, yeah.
With the $4.99. When it shows up with an art kit, but it's really an assortment of dull clippers.
Bruh. Look, you see them shit. Look, why he turn around like Stan Lee and Thor Ragnarok?
Somebody make a oh my god! Somebody make a GoFundMe right now. The comic fans against Brian Hitch hairlines. Come on, y'all. One of y'all do a GoFundMe right now, dog. Comic fans against Brian Hitch hairlines right now.
Oh, God.
Right now, I put some money in it. On God, I put some money in it.
Oh God, I would too. I actually would. I would immediately donate to the fund.
What else do we have to talk about? I want to get off this disgusting.
Yeah.
My neck is starting to burn. I ain't even got a haircut. Please. What else?
We about to move on because I don't have anything else to say about Contest of Chaos. I really don't. DC Comics has announced Night Terrors, which I'm not gonna lie, it sounded way better before I read it out loud. It sounded
one more. If your head was an R&B group and Brian Hitch line you up, it is now Jagged Edge. Okay, I'm done. I'm done now.
Wait, what was it someone told me? Oh my god, I'm gonna choke to death. No, someone on Twitter. I'm trying to remember who it was. Man, I can't remember off the top of my head. But when all this was going on initially, when I was initially talking about a lot of this on Twitter. I think was it? Yeah, it had to be. Yeah, it was on this one. Say, why they give this man to Kevin Durant? Why they give Hulk to Kevin Durant?
No, Kevin Durant ain't got a fucked up hairline. Kevin Durant just don't brush, comb, pick. Man, he just nappy. He just got BDBs.
Look, wait a minute. Like, why they have him out here looking like Kevin?
Yeah, like Kevin Durant just get up and hoop. That is it.
Wait, who was the one? Was it him or was it somebody else that got caught with the ashy ankles on the court?
That was him. That was Kevin Durant.
Bruh, dude, he just grimy. He just like, I don't give a fuck.
Looking straight up like snake skin. That boy is Akbar. Akins. That is Kevin Durant legs.
Look, that motherfucker out here trying to steal Sasuke's body so he can get the ultimate jutsu.
That boy is Team Rocket's favorite Pokemon. That boy ankles was too nasty.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry, y'all. We out of pocket today. I swear to God, I'm gonna talk about Night Terrors. So Night Terrors is supposed to be the next big DC Comics event. It's gonna be by Joshua Williamson and
you got my attention.
And Howard Porter. So you got a pretty good pedigree here. As far as like creative teams go. And then we'll also have Gillum. Gillum March is also going to be contributing to the title as well. There'll also be some other creators who'll be working on it. But Williamson and Howard Porter are going to be on the core Night Terrors book. And it's going to focus on a new villain that is yet to be revealed. And this new villain is going to be basically bringing to life the worst nightmares of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
I didn't have to wait long to get my answer to that question I had in my head.
Oh, what's that?
They're spelling night with a K, so when's Batman showing up?
Right. So yeah, you see, like right here, this is one of the covers with Batman and seeing his worst nightmare. I don't know how that's his worst nightmare. I mean, I know he's afraid of bats, but I feel like that's a fear he got over. We've also got Wonder Woman. Apparently, her worst nightmare is a Gorgon. You can see with the snakes up here. And you can also see.
What if it was the promo art from '89?
Bruh, oh my God, I would. You know, Wonder Woman's worst fear is good movies. Anyway, Patty Jenkins, that's our worst nightmare. And this is Superman's. There's no rhyme or reason to it. As far as I can tell. All we know is that this is going to come out. It's going to have an unannounced number of 2-issue limited series accompanying it. So not too terribly far off from how Sins of Sinister is doing right now with having like three issue series that are accompanying it. Only with the difference being Night Terrors won't just be one issue and then those, assorted to. You get where I'm going. Joshua Williamson has stated that Night Terrors is going to showcase the horror side of our heroes as a brand new villain confronts them with their worst nightmares, which to me just sounds like the Scarecrow. Like the whole time that I was reading this, like the setup for this, I was like, so when Scarecrow showing up? Scarecrow when?
I was gonna say I feel like they've already done this with Scarecrow. So
they did this with Arkham Knight.
Well, no. Comic wise, they did a thing called Fear Street, I believe.
Or Fear State.
Thank you.
Yeah, Fear State, which was
where
not
the
that
hell
long
did I
ago.
get Fear Street from?
You're thinking about the R.L. Stein books and the Netflix movies.
Okay, but yeah, they did Fear State, and that was relatively recent. So I'm hoping it's not.
Yeah. well, okay, so I you could tell I had PTSD in regards to things related to Batman announcements, because when they said that this was a new villain and then started talking about the plot, you know what it took me back to?
What is that?
Took me back to, do you remember when they made the announcement of the Arkham Knight in Batman Arkham Knight?
Yeah.
And they kept trying to say, yeah, this is a new character. He's
Oh,
never
everybody
been
knew it was
seen
Jason
before. And everybody's like, this sounds like Jason Todd like a motherfucker. No, it's not Jason Todd. It's a whole new character. Y'all have never seen this character before. And then you get to the game, and it's like, I'm sorry, spoilers if you ain't played Arkham Knight, but it's Jason Todd. I'm sorry. The game, spoilers for a game that came out. That game came out when I think I had just quit GameStop.
Oh, wow.
So it's been at least 10 years. Or no, more than that. It's been maybe like 12, 13 years or something like that, give or take. Or no, probably closer to 10. Probably closer to 10.
Yeah, because I remember the one comment I saw about that Suicide Squad game was, we've been waiting on Rocksteady to release a game for 8 years, and this is what we got. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
but that lets me know how long ago Arkham Knight came out, because it took 8 years. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's okay. So 8. Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world then. Okay. So my thing is, and we'll move on from there. Look, y'all, there's a reason why this is the only DC Comics solicit we're gonna talk about. And actually, I take that back. That sounds very mean. I don't mean to be mean. Because I actually am very interested in the Green Arrow series. That's coming up here very soon. Also written, I believe, by Joshua Williamson. So yeah, I'm interested in that, but I'm not interested in this. It wasn't much really there to talk about with Green Arrow yet, because we don't really know what that book is going to be about, outside of it just being Green Arrow getting his book back after the Benjamin Percy run, which I think got picked up by somebody else shortly after, before the book was ended. Look, I feel like I've seen the story before. I feel like I've played the story before in something that was infinitely, maybe possibly better. It could be good. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like after Death Metal and Dark Knight's Metal, I'm good. I'm good on trying to fight the Justice League, trying to fight their worst nightmares, if that makes any sense.
Joshua Williams gets some rope with me, just because of Birthright and other books that I've read from him. So I can give him a little bit of leeway.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's how I'm kind of looking at it. But I can understand several people that are probably getting bat fatigue. Hell, when I saw, like I said earlier, when I saw Night was spelled with a K, I was just like, okay, something else with Batman.
Yes, Batman.
So like, I feel for a lot of DC people, just because, just like Marvel fans got tired of event after event after event after event. Now you're just getting everything to revolve around the rich white man. I get you. Y'all getting fatigued, as well, just like Marvel people are, but. With, like I said, with Joshua Williams on this, and with some of the other DC stuff that I've read from him, we talk about comics, so we're going to fucking read it, or I'm going to.
Yeah, I'll read it, but I'm not excited for it. It's not on my list of things to read.
Yeah,
not the must reads.
I mean, if DC's favorite son is going to be involved in this, which he probably will, they want to see how the initial sales are going to be before they announce that John Kent is in this book, because you're going to like John Kent whether you want to or not. So, like I said, I have nothing but hope for this book.
I'll tell you, like I said, the book I have more hope for is this. The new Green Arrow looks fantastic. Bringing back tons of characters from Green Arrow's history. This is the Joshua Williamson book I'm looking forward to. And hell, John Kent might be in this motherfucker too. Shit, we don't know yet. Green Arrow's back there looming. I think if you squint, like here, let me zoom in. I'm gonna enhance. Here, let's enhance. If you squint, you can see like right round up in here, that's John Kent back there. That's a twinkle in John Kent's eye right there, because he know y'all about to see him. So there you go. There you go. John Kent's gonna be in it. I didn't make a lower third for this because honestly I kind of forgot about it. No, just being brutally honest here. But Carter, you say you didn't see the stuff for Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League.
I did
right?
not.
Okay.
I did not.
So, I don't really know how to deal with this, because this is an 8-minute video, and I don't really feel like doing a reaction to an 8-minute video that Warner Brothers and or Rocksteady are going to try and shut the stream down over. So, we're not going to do that. We're just going to talk about the shit they announced. I'll probably play like some clips in the background while we're talking about it. But yeah, don't we're not doing like a full like shot by shot, beat for beat, this, that, and third, whatever. But what I can definitely say about the game is that this game is exactly what we thought it was. Like, this is literally, for those who, if you were ever the least bit familiar with that classic Bears post-game press conference rant, you know precisely what I mean when I say that. The Bears are who we thought they were. That is what this game is. This game is the Bears. We knew this game... We knew it was going to be some live service mumbo jumbo. And that's exactly what it is. It has a battle pass that automatically categorizes you as a live service game. They talk about multiple updates that are going to be covered over the course of the game's lifespan, which they claim is going to be a long lifespan. The team that is present, we've already seen Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, King Shark. Those aren't the only 4 characters that'll be in the game, apparently. There will also be other villains and anti-heroes from the Suicide Squad's catalog of characters who will also be added to the game.
So I have a good idea of everybody who's going to be involved in this because I read this. It was actually a really good book.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was the actual comic that this is kind of like spawned from, very good comic. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I could easily see characters like Killer Frost added to the lineup of this team. And honestly, I'd be shocked if Peacemaker wasn't on it in some capacity, just based off the strength of how popular Peacemaker is right now. But the whole thing for me is, and I'll jump ahead, but goddamn. That woman is in everything. But basically, the whole idea here is this game looks eerily like Gotham Knights. Like right here, just look at this. Look at this gameplay right here. This looks like some Gotham Knights bullshit. This looks like Gotham Knights with a slightly better coat of paint. The way the characters play, like some of them are doing things that just don't make no damn sense. Like okay, Harley Quinn grappling around, sure, whatever, I'll give you that. But apparently she is doing it by way of a drone that is following her around, which I guess is a way for her to be able to grapple and jump around in places that her ass ain't supposed to be doing. Like this is Spider-Man on the PlayStation 2. It looks, I don't know. I don't really know that this game. It looks like a jack of all trades and a master of none. Is that the vibe you're getting, Carter?
Yeah. But I know when you started naming things off about how it was a live service game, is that the problem that people are having with it? Because Apex, Fortnite, Avengers, World of Warcraft, Guild Wars, Diablo, Overwatch. I hope that's not the problem y'all got with it.
No, I think the problem is that people feel like the battle, okay, so basically the battle pass was revealed that it is not for content that would like make the game more fun from a gameplay perspective. It's all content that is cosmetic in nature. That's not really the problem.
Why's Captain Boomerang teleport?
Okay, so he has a Speed Force gauntlet. So basically,
is he Nightcrawler?
No, so see that gauntlet on his See here, I'm gonna go back and pause just for a second here. So yeah, see that gauntlet right there?
Yeah.
That is charged with the Speed Force. So that's how he's doing. Like, so when he throws the boomerang gets charged by the Speed Force, and that's how he's not so much teleporting as he is just moving really fast.
Yeah.
Like he's zipping to where, like the gauntlet lets him zip to wherever the boomerang is, or the boomerang zip back to him. Yeah, remember what I said about Gotham Knights? Remember how Red Hood was like, what was he like floating, gliding in the air and shit? Like because of the Lazarus Pit shit or whatever. What was it? Tim Drake or was it Dame? Was it Tim Drake? Yeah, Tim Drake was teleporting all over the damn place, and everybody was just doing weird shit that didn't make no goddamn sense. This is what's happening here. This is it's been gamified. It's been gamified. Gotcha. But and while we do this, because you know what, I don't know, Carter, I don't know if you have any other like initial thoughts. But I'm not gonna say that this is gonna be Avengers because it's two different fucking companies, and
I'm honestly in the boat of I'd rather wait and play it because with it being Rocksteady, I don't think it's going to be as piss poor
No.
as everybody is making it out to be. Sir Yuri, you're saying that, and the fact that you have to be on the internet to play this game,
Yes,
even
you do
during
have to be
solo
online.
play. I mean, that was the case with like a lot of the games I've listed. You had to be on the internet to play them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I will say this: the Avengers argument is fair because this does kind of play like Avengers.
Got you.
Because you're not playing, but like I mean, yeah, it's built for 4-player co-op, but at the same time, it's also built for you to be able to play solo. But when you play solo, you're followed by 3 AI companions. So the game's taking over the other 3 characters. Whatever character you don't play is being controlled by is being controlled by the AI.
Okay.
That's very much Avengers. 100%. And I think the idea is that, and well, me personally, I don't have the same beef with Avengers that a lot of other people do. My beef with Avengers has nothing to do with how the game actually plays itself. It was how slow they were to come out with content. Because I thought the game was perfectly fine. I thought that it was a game that was definitely more fun to play with friends when you could get them to want to play the game. But yeah, everything they're talking about, like all the stuff they're showing off, all the stuff that's going to be in that battle pass is cosmetic. Like you see different gun skins, they'll start showing different character skins and stuff like that. It's just, this game, you can take all the other live service games out of the equation. The issue is this game doesn't look that much different from Gotham Knight. Or Gotham Knights. It looks, like I said, just a better version of it with different characters. It looks like the exact same thing. And I personally didn't care for it. Didn't care for it at all. But even like look at the design aesthetics. This looks like Destiny. Like this looks straight up like a Destiny menu, which is what Avengers look like. You know? And it gives me concerns. It makes me have pause for some of the things that are happening here.
Okay.
But while we are here,
It's an ugly skin.
yes, very. That's classic Captain Boomerang, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. Let's see here.
Depending on how long they stay with this game, it could be it could be a good content creator game.
Yeah, personally, I'm going to play it for as much as I've talked shit about it. I'm going to give it a chance.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to not play it. Mostly because I know people who said, yeah, they're going to go ahead and get it anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you what I'm prepared for. I'm prepared for the inevitable in about a year or two. Yeah, we're shutting down servers for not Gotham, but for Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League.
I hope not.
Or not shutting down, but we're not getting any more updates for
more content. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm expecting. Like I will say this, King Shark looks like he's fun to play. Maybe Captain Boomerang. I don't think I'd want to play Deadshot. Deadshot just seems like you just regular man with a jetpack on your back.
That's Samoa Joe.
Really?
King Shark. That's Samoa Joe.
Really? Okay. The voice makes sense to me now. You know what? I'm down. I'll take that. Like I feel like if they can at least do the one thing I think a lot of people praised Avengers for, is to have a good story mode, I'm down. But it's definitely going to be silly. It's going to be silly, which I'm perfectly okay with. But yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of concerns. This is going to be coming out May 26th, almost the end of May. This game's coming out real close to Diablo 4. I don't know if it's going to have my time as strong as it's going to hope.
It won't.
No.
I did not realize that's when it was coming out.
Oh, no. Final Fantasy 16 also comes out, I think, the week after this.
Ooh.
Yeah, you picked a terrible time to come out. Oh, no. I'm wrong. It comes out a month. Because I remember Final Fantasy 16 comes out on my wife's birthday, which she is tickled pink about it. And I say that with all the sarcasm in the world because my wife hates Final Fantasy. She will still be playing Diablo when Final Fantasy 16 comes out. But Philip Clark hit us with the $8, says, what's good, fellas? On my workflow right now, but what do you all think about Jonathan Hickman and Hitch's Ultimate Series coming this summer? We actually already talked about it, but just to recap real quick. Yeah? Maybe? I'm here for Hickman, not here for Hitch. This will be one of those situations where people tell me that they read comics for the art. I'm like, this ain't one of them. Legion with the 499 says, if your hair gets like that, just go bald at that point. Not an unfair statement at all. Let's see here. We also got, speaking of Final Fantasy, we got Jonathan Moda in here with the max damage. Says DC has to stop with the crossover events for a bit. Too many too soon. No breathing room. No, we don't have any. And honestly, yeah, it's here's the thing. We just got out of, what was it? I feel like Dark Crisis literally just ended. And then they had Lazarus Planet, and then something else was going. We still haven't finished Dark Knights of Steel. That's just a book that refuses to finish. It's like their new Doomsday Clock, only better. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. But Carter, are you gonna pick up this game? Are you gonna pick up Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League? Are we gonna play this game together?
Probably not. But just honestly, because I'm trying to chill on games right now. Well, just buying a lot of games just because my backlog is way too big, and I'm looking at it now like pissed at myself just because I have this big ass backlog. I got a bunch of games I have bought, never fucking touched. So I'm trying to chill on that. Hell, that's why you saw me on my fucking Vita this morning. Like, dude, and I still got games on the Switch I need to finish. I still got games on PS3, PS4 that I need to go through. So I've just been kind of taking a pause on all games. Video games. Yeah, like I think the only one I might get is maybe Street Fighter 6, and that's a big ass maybe. I might just be on the outside looking in on that stuff, but yeah, I'm kind of taking a pause from all kind of video games. If it's not something I have now, then it can wait. It can wait.
Carter, do you know the only thing I'm really just messing with, like super heavy? The only thing I'm messing with.
What?
Super
Snap?
heavy. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I figured that.
That's the only thing I'm messing with super heavy right now is Marvel Snap. If it ain't Snap, sorry, it ain't.
Yep.
It doesn't exist to me. If I'm being brutally honest. Let's see here. I guess, with that, I like I said, for me, I'm gonna buy the game. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. I'll very likely be playing it. I will also still be playing Midnight Suns because we got DLC out now for Venom, and Morbius is next month, and Storm is the month after. So I'll still be playing Midnight Suns well into April and May. I might still be playing it by the time that this Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League comes out. Or wait a minute, let me double check myself. Let me double check myself here. Let's pull up the classic video game release date calendar. Let's see here. Is this? No. I want 2023. Don't be trying to take me back to last year when the games were mid. No, let's see here. What else comes out in May? Let's see what else comes out in May. So other than Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, we've got Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, May 12th. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna be on those. Ain't nobody. Them weebs gonna be all over Zelda. They'll still be They'll still be trying to find ways to speed run Zelda by the time this comes out. Diablo 4 is June 6th. Final Fantasy 16 is going to be June 22nd. Street Fighter 6 is June 2nd. Yeah, I just don't. Not saying that people can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, but then again, I have met people who literally cannot walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, so I don't know. I don't know, Carter. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Mailman said, don't even mention backlogs. So I have almost 20. And they're all big games. Jedi Fallen Order, Witcher, Uncharted, all the Yakuza. And hell, a new Yakuza game just came out. Like a Dragon Ishin. Just came out. The new God of War, Horizon. Yep, see? See? And hell, Sons of the Forest just came out. I've been playing that. And Carter, do you know that my time on Hunt Showdown has jumped from like a paltry 100 hours to almost 350 just in the last couple of weeks?
I was gonna say when you get to them 800-900s like my ass, we gonna see.
Look, I did I tell you I prestiged. I even prestiged. So yeah, there you go. It's a whole new game again.
Yeah, you have somebody other than me to play it with, so yeah, there you go. Do your thing.
Well, it also helps. Robo is always playing it. Like Robo is flat out addicted to. I think he's already prestige 2, and he's already got 200 something hours in the game. He just started playing it. But let's see here. Say Gokhan sure his baby father said, I just finished Thor Ragnarok. And then what was it? Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm just looking through. So speaking of which, Lightfall in 3 days. Yep, that's the new Destiny joint. Yep, that is very soon. I don't know. I feel like okay, so you know what, Carter? I think I finally have my thoughts lined up on Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. I feel like if people want to play a game just like Destiny, they'll just play Destiny. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. I feel like if you're trying to get the Destiny money, which I feel like is what Avengers tried to do, which I feel is what Justice League Kills the Suicide Squad is trying to do, people just go play Destiny. Don't play the poor man's Destiny. Now, the game comes out and it's good. It looks like it's at least somewhat fun to play. I mean, yeah. I'll rock with it. LP3 said, which comic is this game based on? So I don't.
Suicide Squad kills the Justice League.
Yeah, that's so. Well, and I'm gonna be fair here. I feel like this one kind of crept under the radar because I know I saw it, but I feel like some people didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I could be wrong. I could be incredibly wrong. But yeah, they did. They actually there is an actual legitimate comic. And yeah, you just it's. When did that come out? I'm looking it up now to see when it actually came out. Let's see here. Or was it Suicide Squad versus the Justice League? Was it that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's under a different name.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was basically the Suicide Squad as you know them. Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, so on and so forth. I think Killer Frost was involved in there. I think that was actually how Killer Frost wound up joining that version of the Justice League for a while. Because Killer Frost was on the team for like a New York minute. But yeah, it was a good book. And I want to say, I think, wasn't Maxwell Lord involved in some capacity or another? Yeah, this one. Okay. It's been a while. I haven't read it since, because it started at the beginning of DC Rebirth. which is why I don't remember it, because there were so many books that were out back then. But yeah, if you've never read it, I wouldn't be surprised, because honestly, there was too much stuff that was coming out back then. I think we were literally being inundated. We were literally being inundated with here. As a matter of fact, I have it right here. If I can get to pull up. Yeah, here it is. Let's zoom that out a little bit so it's not. There we go. This is the book right here. Justice League versus Suicide Squad. But yeah, as you can see right here, this was back when... Who was writing Justice League back then? I don't even remember. It was before Priest took over. I don't remember. Either way, Joshua Williamson, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. But it was good. It was a solid book. Very solid book. I do recommend it. It's actually it's actually what made me stick with DC Rebirth and all the new stuff. That, and I really liked the Green Arrow book back then that nobody read. Sorry, Benjamin Percy. It was great. Let's see here. Let's go ahead, Carter. Do you want to go ahead and let's get into our recommended reads for the week? Do you want to go ahead and do those real quick, and then we jump into questions and whatnot?
Okay. This week is going to be to the surprise of several, but honestly, I'm honestly wanting to hear you all's feedback and opinion from my recommendation this week. Ernie as well, to be completely honest with you.
Okay. Go ahead, shoot.
My recommended this week is Spawn.
Ooh.
Unwanted Violence, issues 1 and 2. It's written by Todd McFarlane with really dope art from Mike Del Mundo, because I've been back on my Mike Del Mundo kick since I've been reading my old Electra books. It has a message. Mm-hmm. Tyrone Magnus would not approve. Oh. But I really want you all's opinion on this. I want to be able to talk to someone else about this. It's only 2 issues so far. Second issue just came out this week, I believe. But yeah, Spawn Unwanted Violence. I want to hear what you all think about that book.
I've never read it. I mean, to the surprise of no one. But that one was outside of my purview. I actually did not know it existed. So I will add it to my list of Spawn things to possibly read at some point.
Honestly, with it only being 2 issues, that was another reason I recommended it. But if 10 Toes Down was a book, especially the second issue, it would have been Spawn Unwanted Violence. Standing on something you believe in and putting your feet deep in it. Like, I really want to hear you all's opinion on that book. So yeah, that's what I'm recommending you all check out this week.
Okay. All right. I see you, sir. I see you. So for me, man, this was a tough week. And while I would initially want to pick something that's probably not going to wind up on the top 5 comics of the week, which will be going up Sunday, I gotta admit, man, it's difficult to do this because, man, there's so many good books that have been coming out that it's difficult for me to not want to pick something that I'm incredibly passionate about. And one of those things, very, very few things in this world that I'm very passionate about, is just seeing some of my favorite series and seeing them return and not be on hiatus. And one of those books, even though technically it's already been back, we got an issue of it prior, it was Saga. So Saga number 62. We are 62 issues in the Saga, Carter. Goddamn.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
So yeah, this I was hyped for it. I was excited for it. I enjoyed it. You can tell that whatever's happening, there's some major story stuff that's going to be coming to a head here very soon. I don't really want to say a whole lot because honestly, to even talk about what's going on in the comic right now kind of spoils the series as a whole if you've never read it. But just know that all of the major players in the series are making moves that are in direct opposition of each other. And the war between the wings and the horns is just getting more and more messed up. Also, it's nice to see the Will still hanging around. He's been on the bus. He's been on the struggle bus as of late. It's nice to see him back. And any opportunity I get to see Lying Cat is always a good time. So there you go. That's all I will say about it. I don't want to say much else because it would just go into too much spoiler territory. You go into a book that's been going that long. Let's go ahead and jump into our next. We got our questions from the Discord. And I don't know. Carter posed a suggestion to me, and I don't know how anyone else would feel about it. Just to kind of make it easier to keep up with questions, so we don't have to go pouring through the chat looking for them all the time. Carter made the suggestion. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about it because I was actually seriously considering it as well. Is making it where the questions we read will be from the Discord because this is way easier to hunt down questions if they're in a place specifically for questions. A lot of the times I see stuff in the chat, I can't tell if it's a question or a declarative statement sometimes. It just makes it's easier for show flow. But that said, if you join the Discord and go into the question section, that's basically, and make sure you read the rules and do the stuff that Discord asks you to do so you can have access to the Discord, because I know a lot of people go to the Discord, they don't do the things Discord asks them to do and wonder why they don't see anything. So just know that is a thing. I know there was a while there, I think, where Discord was broken and was something that I did, but I'm under the impression that has been fixed because I've seen new people join and actually be able to say stuff. With that, I will go ahead and read a couple of questions. Because we do have some super chats and I don't want to lose them, so we're gonna make sure we get those first, and then we'll get into the Discord stuff. But I'm just throwing that out there in case anyone is wondering. So here we are. Wait. There we go. We got one here. Got the 1999 super chat. Says the modern controls of Street Fighter 6 makes me worry. And it's basically Street Fighter made for the kids today and not for the old school heads like myself. I heard some people talking about the controls. I think I even heard Bishop talk about it a little bit. I think he's been playing are they doing like a beta now or something like that?
They were at one point. So here's the deal. The modern controls are not for the old school heads. It's for the people, somebody who don't, how can I say this without getting myself in trouble? The partner who don't know how to play video games but don't want to leave you alone so that you can play them contently by yourself. You can give it to them, have them use the modern controls, and they can still think that they're doing something. Mm-hmm. The regular controls that all the old school heads and stuff know, it's still in there.
Okay.
Modern controls are just an option. Even for tournaments, they're not even really allowing the modern controls.
Okay.
So yeah, you don't have to worry about that, Gearless John. The regular controls are still going to be there for you and everybody else who's going to start playing Street Fighter 6 now because of that million that's on the line. So you ain't got to worry about that, big dog.
I will say this. We got a... Oh, wait. Oh, that got... Okay, never mind. I saw LP3 put something here, but it seems like I can't select it. But no, so... Basically... The idea here is, wait, what cover? Did Brian Hitch do this cover? What cover? Are you talking about the cover for Saga? No. I feel like they might be talking about the cover for Saga. I'm confused, but
Okay.
I will say this though: if it's not that she has a messed up her hairline, okay, so let's be real. Whoa, I didn't mean to zoom in on that. Sorry, y'all.
Look at you. Look at you.
Here, let me see if I can do this where I can bring.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put some respect on Fiona Staples. Don't you ever confuse Brian Hitch with Fiona Staples? The fuck is wrong with you?
I was about to say she has horns. That's why her hairline is like hers makes sense. She has horns.
What sicko said that? Oh, the battle.
But no, Fiona Staples. Fiona Staples is better than this. She is better than that. No, don't put Fiona Staples. Don't put that evil on Fiona Staples, y'all. Let's see here. We also got we got 18 months from Joel C here. In the silver mine says Ernie Carter, who'd win between Icon and Blue Marvel? Both of them.
Icon would get pressed, creased, and folded. I'm sorry.
That is also true. However, what I will say is I also think they would both not fight at all. I think they would just chill and have conversations with one another because we don't need this black on black violence. But no, let's get into our questions from the Discord, which I'm pulling up now because it took me a minute. We got one from the homie Melvin. Says, good afternoon, morning, and night to all my blurs across the world. All is well. I was digging through the crates and listening to some classic albums, and it got me thinking, what classic album to you would make a great comic or graphic novel? Example, Lupe Fiasco, The Cool as a horror tale, or Outcast AT Aliens as a sci-fi action story. Thanks for answering my question. Stay strong. You know, that's a good one because honestly, you named some bangers right out the gate. Lupe Fiasco, The Cool, Outcast AT Aliens. Yeah, no, those are good ones right out the gate. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that imaginative. So you know what I would do? I would take MF Doom's King Ghidorah. I would turn that into a kaiju comic. If those don't know, I feel like most MF Doom heads, you'd probably know this, but he went by a lot of different monikers. But one of my favorite albums by him was King Ghidorah. Take Me to Your Leader. Very good album.
A great comic or graphic novel.
Trying to think of some other ones.
That's a very interesting question. Fuck, I don't know. That's a very good question. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Melvin. I don't know. That's a good question this week.
Yeah, and it's even funnier because I think did we talk about this on the cave last week, or was it just a conversation you and I had just to ourselves? I think it was something I think it was a conversation we had after the cave to ourselves, where we were talking about all the Marvel rap album covers.
Yeah. That was just you and me talking.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was pretty sure we didn't talk about on the cave, but it felt like a conversation we would have had on the cave. But yeah, going back and thinking about like all those, like the Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, and so on and so forth. They had all these different covers that were homages to iconic rap albums, cover art, and even with that, I'm still kind of drawing some blanks. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick with my answer of MF Doom. Under the moniker of King Ghidorah, his Take Me to Your Leader album is what I'm going to go with. I got rid of the questions. There we go. They're back. And we also got JWR says, good afternoon, Blerds. Have either of y'all been watching Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur? Only 6 episodes, but it's full of great animation and even better representation. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is fantastic. And I got my daughter hooked on it. She loves it now. I remember when I first tried to tell her about it, she was kind of like, But like just like my daughter in true fashion, anytime I show her something, she's like me. She doesn't get excited about certain things until she sees it. And that's what happened. Like, I remember when I first showed her the movie, a trailer for the movie Raya and the Last Dragon. And what was that other movie that came out on Netflix? Sea Beast. When I showed her the trailers for this movie, she was just like, I'm not interested. And then when she sat down and watched them, she ended up watching them like 30, 40 times in a row for like over the next like week or two. But yeah, Carter, did you finish it?
I did not finish it, but from what I have watched so far, I'm really enjoying myself. It's got me chuckling a little bit.
Yeah, dude, it's funny. It's legit fun. You know what? Like, and I've said this multiple times. It reminds me of Craig of the Creek.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying like in terms of plot, but just in terms of vibe. The way the family is portrayed is very authentic Black family, and I like it. Ed Boy in the Cut says, have either of you read Harlem Hellfighters by Max Brooks? It's a historical fiction graphic novel about the real-life World War I Harlem Hellfighters, and it's illustrated by our boy, Kanan White. I highly recommend, which, by the way, Kanan White's one of Blerd Co's own. Says, I highly recommend as a breakaway from capes and crazy indie comics. Quick read.
Somebody else recommended that to us, and I started it.
I need to start it.
Yeah.
I need to start, but thank you for that recommendation. Yeah, no, it's definitely on. It's on the list.
Yeah,
it's on the list. And then the Big Ben theory says, have you guys read Superman 1? Thoughts? I thought Jamal Campbell's art is elite. Okay, so here's the thing. I actually meant to have a video out for this comic yesterday. Okay. But I was behind on my Black History videos for this month, so I decided instead to work on one of those videos instead, which will be going up shortly after the cave is over. So y'all will be in for a treat there. But I do have a video in the crock pot right now for Superman #1, so I don't want to say too much right now. But yes, Jamal Campbell's art is always... By the way, y'all... Far Sector. Jamal Campbell's art on Far Sector cannot be beat.
I ought to get you to send me that other one you got.
Yeah, dude, I'll send it. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm about to say, because you said you were going to send me something, right?
It's on the table. The Daredevil's on the table.
Yeah, no, I'll totally send you this. Yeah, dude.
Did you see what I sent you about that Punisher?
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. You remember? Let me sit this over here so I will know to send that off. Yes. No, I got the message about it. I was looking at it and I was like, $106.
Yeah, that's what it's going for on Amazon. That used, and that motherfucker sitting right here in plastic. Boom.
Dude, look, you could sell it on Amazon for $108.50.
So good.
You know what? See, this how folks do. Someone probably bought that trade somewhere in a comic shop for like $8, and now trying to make a whole Benjamin off of it. Matter of fact, I bet they only paid $6 for it, and they just said, "Nah, I'm trying to make $100 profit on this."
Marvel has come a long way with them trades, boy. I'm having 4 issues, charging $25 in it.
Oh no, that's how you get your ass whipped. That's how you get your ass whipped. That's why I used to not. Honestly, that's only why I recently got in the trade game for Marvel. I used to be like, nah, I can't fuck with y'all in trades. Y'all too proud of them. Y'all both stingy and proud at the same time. Get up out my face. But no, I guess real quick though. Because since the question was technically about the artwork of the new Superman book, I like it. Yeah, no, Jamal Campbell is A1 on Superman. Matter of fact, here, I'll pull up a cover. Look at that cover right there. Look at that cover. Bruh. Look at that. Love it. Love to see it. Love to see a brother out here drawing Superman better than white people. Ain't that something? Ain't that a shame? It's like ribs better than black people in reverse. Let's see here. We have also got one from Urban Prince Strong Style says, "Good evening, brother. Good evening, good brothers. Are you surprised that none of the supervillains in the Marvel universe are taking advantage of superheroes going to war with each other? Because I can tell you, villains like Doctor Doom or Green Goblin sit back and just chilling." See, this is something that came up on, and this may have also been Urban Prince Strong Style here as well. But this came up. Someone brought this up on Twitter. About how the villains of the Marvel comic universe, whenever the heroes are too busy squabbling with one another, none of them seem to take advantage of the opportunity. Honestly, dude, Marvel, hit your boy up. I would write it, and it would be amazing. It would be amazing. Just putting it out there. But yeah, I can see it happening. Like, I would love to see it, honestly. I would love to see a Doctor Doom or, a Kang the Conqueror, a Kingpin, anybody take advantage of those situations. Hell, Doc Ock, since Doc Ock's back on his bullshit again. We also got Prince of Apathy. Says, "I recently learned that tequila and cognac shots are the rage. What do you think?" "I think you are a madman."
Okay.
I think you are a madman. This man is trying to take his shirt off. Well, because that's what I would be doing if I had some cognac.
You trying to be the machine? You see them making a movie about that shit?
What?
Yeah, man.
All right.
The people from Russia are coming to get him because they need him to do something, and Mark Hamill is his dad. They came out with a trailer for it a couple days ago.
All right. I guess. Here, is that Lex Luthor? Yes, that was Lex Luthor. That was on the cover.
That was actually a dope part of that book. That the person that was talking to Superman the entire time he was trying to ignore was Lex. I thought that was really dope.
That was actually that was amazing right there. That's actually that's Lex Luthor right there. Because Action Comics 1050, Superman threw Lex Luthor into prison, so he's been on Stryker's Island since then, and he's basically trying to, like, those that haven't been keeping up, he's basically trying to make Superman great again, and Clark ain't going. Only Clark might want to go because, yeah. Sorry for not clarifying, but was the Justice League versus Suicide Squad cover, was that Brian Hitch? I don't think it was. That was somebody else, I think. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll pull it up.
I wouldn't have read that book without Brian Hitch's art.
No.
If I'd have seen that for a cover, I wouldn't have read it. So I don't think it was Brian Hitch.
I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't have read it either. Also, as I go back and look at it, the hairlines actually look pretty dope. So yeah, I don't think this was Brian Hitch at all. This was. Let's see here. Jason Fabok is who that was. Jason Fabok.
Rotten Easter eggs, fresh Disney. What in the world?
Wait, what?
Dawn Glicker.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Drink the Goo. Oh, I remember now.
I caught that reference. Yeah.
Let's see. I guess. I don't know. The machine with Cocaine Bear wasn't enough. Will DC release a solo series for each Titan now that they've replaced the Justice League? Cyborg has one coming out. I don't know about the rest of them, though. Triple Dot 31 says, just a reminder, Do a Powerbomb trade paperback comes out this month. Or this week. This week. Yep.
Fuck.
Yep.
It was a trade. You were right. Damn it.
Yep. It was a trade. Mm-hmm. And I went back and looked at the image that Daniel Warren Johnson put up, and I was like, yep, that I saw it kind of flopping a little bit. I was like, I kind of want to wait for the trade, but I love him to death, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Is that Wonder Woman Dead Earth you got a hardcover, or is that a...
You damn right it is.
I should have known. I don't know why I even asked. Let's see here. Where did it go? Chi-Town Dan, the Night Skin King with the $5 super chat, says Brian Hitch is out here giving hairlines the Fist of the North Star treatment. Said hashtag you are already dead. look, he'll hit him with the North Star and the Southern Cross should never fight. Brian Hitch, there is no Southern Cross. Oh, he said nice. Let's see here. Mailman says, do you ever get bounce backs? I asked the bank and they said they had nothing to do with it, but I got an email after the show saying the money was returned to me. I don't know what that's all about. I have no idea what that's all about. If it was for one of the previous ones, there probably could have been an issue where like there was some weird escrow shit going on because someone tried to copyright claim some shit and maybe something got lost in translation, but yeah, I don't know what that's all about, if I'm being brutally honest. Let's see here. Here it says, if Wakanda and Krakoa's ties are strained, how long until they get Azari out of the world to bring not his formerly royal parents, or I guess maybe bring out his formerly royal parents, T'Challa and Aurora, but both countries together? I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. Because right now, T'Challa and Aurora are not on solid terms. So, DJ Lionheart, oh my God, says, do you believe that Scott and Hope should get married? No. If we're talking about Scott Summers and Hope, no, thank you. Herbert Scott said, I throw randoms on eBay for $30. Hot garbage and folks buy it. Really? Talk about throwing the comics on eBay. Carter, you might want to do that.
Yeah, probably. But shit, no, I said I just give them away to you all. I'm giving Ernie the Bendis run of Daredevil for just
cause. Does Snack Crumb says, does Icon have a rogues gallery? He doesn't seem to have anybody to fight, and I'm not sure if that's why he's gonna fight Hardware now. It's not so much that he doesn't have a rogues gallery. Here's the thing. A lot of Icon's villains aren't memorable, is the problem. Matter of fact, Icon's first villain didn't even stay a villain very long. I believe it was the character Payback, who wound up joining the Shadow Cabinet. Because it turned out he actually wasn't a bad guy. And some of the other villains were just like one-off characters. Some of them would come back, some of them didn't. Honestly, can't even name two of them off the top of my head. If you asked me about Static Shock villains, I could tell you about those quicker. Or not even Static Shock, just static villains. Because those are just easier for me to bring up because they stuck out to me more. Hardware had the same problem because outside of Edwin Alva and up until a point, Technique, I don't remember many of his villains either. And really, Static's villains were mostly just villains everybody else in the universe had. I think that was kind of the issue, is that a lot of Milestone's villains were shared.
Yeah.
Because, like, you had Holocaust, who was, like, the main guy. He was, like, the main villain of the Dakotaverse back then. And he was kind of everybody's villain. Everybody threw hands with him at some point. Didn't matter if you were the Blood Syndicate, Icon, Hardware, Rocket, whoever. It didn't matter. Everybody threw hands with him at some point. But yeah, that is actually one of the many failings of Milestone back then, is that the villains were never as compelling as the heroes. So yeah, there's that. Let's see here. Was the recent Nightwing issue predictable to you guys? I enjoyed it either way. That's LP3 with a $5 super chat. I actually didn't think they were going to come back to Blockbuster's daughter that soon. So I was actually surprised. As far as the ending, I didn't see that coming. Not at first. I'm interested to see where it goes, though. Oh, I see what he mean. I get it now. They were talking about Quantum Mania.
Yeah, I knew they were talking about.
Okay, I thought they were talking about X-Men. That's why I kind of had some side eye for a second.
Yeah.
But no, Scott and Hope. Yeah, that's another story. Yes, sure. I actually kind of thought they already were. I just assumed. Let's see. Will you guys be watching the X-Men 60 Uncanny Years event on March 7th? Big names are coming. Depends on what is it, March 7th? What day is that? It's a Tuesday. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. It just depends on what's going on. I'm not really one to watch press conferences and things of that nature, or event stuff like that all the time. DC fandom was honestly kind of a chore, if I'm being brutally honest, when we did that one time. YTube Noob says, serious question. Can Jean Grey get pregnant to make Rachel part of the current universe timeline? I'm tired of Rachel being displaced from Sentinel timeline. I mean, technically, I kind of feel like I remember that being a thing. Like, I remember there was do you remember that, Carter? Back when Rachel Grey first showed up, and I don't have it directly in front of me. I might have to go back and see if I can find it. But I swear to God, I remember one of the first things Jean said to Rachel, like after they had initially met and went through whatever the story arc was a part of. I distinctly remember her saying something about, "Hey, we're gonna go work on getting you here sooner," or something like that. And which would be the nastiest thing I think I could ever hear my parents say to me, but also the sweetest at the same time. I don't know. I could be wrong. I may be misremembering things, but that is ultimately what I remember. Oh yeah, here it is. I found it because it was so weird that I saved it. It's this. Yeah, because right here she says, but that's not why I came up here. I'm about to do something that may or may not have a profound effect on your life. If it works out, you stand a really good chance of being born sometime in the immediate future. And she's like, how is that possible? That would mean you and Scott would have to have a kid, and that would never happen unless, and then she says, you mean, and she says, that's the plan. So what do you think? And then they just never really follow up on it after that, because I forget what issue that was from. But yeah. So I mean they pop that baby out. You know, they go do the nasty. If Jean would stop going to Wolverine's room on the summer house. But yeah, there you go. Actually, I kind of want to save that look Jean had on her face for an emote. Dex says Excalibur number 75. I think you might be right on that one. I think that is what that is. I'm looking it up like at literally as we speak. But I do think you're onto something there. Here, let's see.
Well, while he looks that up,
go ahead.
I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, yeah, we can go ahead and wrap up, because that was, I think that was the last thing I really had in my head to talk about. So
that sounds kind of nasty. Scott too busy with Emma and Jean riding Wolverine. I wonder if they switch on certain day. Like Emma, go get some of that Alpha Flight. That's too much. I don't want to know. I'm gonna go now, y'all.
That is, you know what? On that note, yes. Everybody, thank you all. That is the show. We're getting out of here because I have stuff I got to go do. I have things to to go set up. I will see you all next time. I guess I'll do the normal thing for Blerd Koa, for Earth's Mightiest subscribers, for Earth's Mightiest patrons, for you Earth's Mightiest listeners, for those lurking in the chat, for those chatting, for those super chatting, and all that good stuff. For Carter Presents, I'm the Blerd Without Fear, and Brian Hitch, you can go to hell.
Bye!